Oh yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Legend Mac. Welcome to the channel. Today we are streaming because I got home from work. I felt like streaming, but we're actually on GTA Online. I am actually going to be kind of running around doing some daily stuff. As you can see, level 548, almost 549, with 52 million in cash. That is legitimate cash. That is not cheated or anything like that. I have well, damn near every business in the game. Salvage yard. I have most of the cars. I have my own office. Have my own agency. Yeah. I gotta change my appearance real quick, cause got them tight jeans that make me look like I got no balls. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the garment factory. Alright. See what we got here.
Once the plane is down in the Alamo Sea, we'll need to find the black box and pull it out.
Ah, you need portable sonar equipment. I know a salvage crew that have full set. I think I still have their details. I will send you their location.
Hello, chat. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. So we're running some garment factory runs real quick. Whoever's in the chat, welcome in. Pleasure to have you here. Just doing some daily stuff on GTA before Mansion DLC comes out. I believe, if I remember correctly, it's December 8th. It's going to be really nice to see what they have in store. I've been waiting for Mansions actually for a long time. I think since back on PS3 days when we had, you know, the Playboy Mansion and all that lovely stuff. If any of y'all remember that, you know, going to a Playboy Mansion, the strip club. Yep, the naked women, had to love it. Yeah, so Max, what that is it's actually the Darnell Garment Factory is actually for the black box missions. Yeah, it's a black box file. It for the new listings. So new listings, you should actually be able to look on your map. There. Yes. So what you have to do. Where is it? Damn, I didn't know that thing was already, Look for what looks like a palm tree on your map. It'll be about halfway up the map on the left-hand side before... Okay, so when you go about halfway up your map on the far left side, before you go to the canal area, that right above that is a military base. So it's south of the military base on your map. So down from the military base, but you should see like a palm tree icon, and that'll be for yeah, yep, yeah. So it's 3 missions that you'll have to do. They're gonna start up in different, I believe, in different areas, if I remember correctly. So once you do all 3 of the missions, complete them, and yes, you can have up to 4 players with you. But once you complete those missions, they'll end up giving you $1 million in cash. No, it's regardless. If you complete all 3 of the missions, you get $1 million. And then on top of that, you get $2 million off when you go to buy the mansion when they drop. Well, I think they're going to. Oh, sorry, chat. I'm a little tired. I just got off of work here a little bit ago. I think they're going to. I just think it's going to be a matter of time. I don't think they're going to add in right away. I think they're going to add it in, maybe a little while afterward. Oh, goodness. I am not earning money on my helipad tours. Alright, come on.
Alright, game face. I know being a tour guide doesn't give you the rush you're used to, but we gotta keep up the act. So get out there and show those suckers a good time, huh?
Alrighty. So originally to tell you there's a bonus with it that you can end up getting. You can melee them all and they won't draw a weapon, but if you draw a weapon and shoot one of them, they are going to end up taking out their guns and shooting you back. Yeah, I would say either that or use a weapon. Yeah, no. You're going in there, and what you're going to end up doing is it's going to end up telling you that if you pull out a weapon to shoot one of them, they're going to pull out guns on you. If you use a melee weapon, they will not pull out guns. And there's actually, yeah, they're just going to try to fist fight you.
I'm so excited to learn about this place from a professional.
And we own it. We own it. We own it. I mean, you can do it however. If you want to do it for first time run, I always suggest easy. You're someone brilliant. And dash level. Up to the next level. Yeah. All those missions you can actually run solo. Now, mind you, that last mission is a little on the rough side. Yeah. I hit a bird. Why is there a bird getting into my rotors?
Oh, wow.
Alright, 1 out of 5 landmarks. Let's do this. Hopefully I don't get no more birds in the rotors. So there's another part of this where you have to get them all out of the house.
Ever since I was a little girl, I wanted to come here.
No, so you're trying to get the rest of the Lost MC out of the house to evict them. And one of the things that you have to do, it's either going to tell you to hit the smoke grenades into the air filtration system, or the easier method is on the bottom level in the back of the house. There is a power switch for the power in the house.
It's so different in person.
No. You can get detected. Because you gotta kill, you're gonna have to kill them all anyway. There are gonna be about like 5 or 6 of them that come out the house. Yeah. As long as you're using a melee weapon, they won't come out with guns. But what I am gonna tell you is, if you pull out like a pistol or anything, even by accident,
It's just like I imagined it.
and yes, ladies and gentlemen, I have had extensive, very extensive training with these helicopters in game, and extensive training with planes. Because I had nothing better to do except for, you know, sit there and upgrade my flying skill by landing on random bridges. Don't know why, but it is what it is.
Ah, how nice.
Abandoned mine.
I'm so excited to see more of Los Santos.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you are wondering what I'm listening to, it is ETA by Dr. Dre. Featuring a whole lot of other artists. My baby. Ooh.
Thank you. Bye.
My million dog swamp meat Dickies on, what was that, in 93? You probably wasn't even born. You need to chase a range to a 6th fall. Have you all bent the door? Your backyard. Almost filled up on the nightclub. So gonna have to come back over here and
What a tour. Love that form.
See that? See that? That was a damn good landing. Now, that's gonna make me more money. Again. No, you beep beep. You can't beep beep me, I beep beeped you already. Hi, Tom Connors. Guess what? I don't care about your champagne. Alright, let's go see what we got cooking at the nightclub. Now, mind you, of course, ladies and gentlemen, I have not had to do any type of heist in at least a year and a half. The last major heist I did, I believe, was Kyle Perico or Cluckenbell. I have not had to do one since. I do not wish to do one. In terms of where I actually stay at in the game, there are two spots that I normally go to. Oh boy. Alrighty. Let's go see what we got in the safe. $145,000. Not anymore, they're mine. They're my profits. So, what I've been doing in terms of actually making steady money in this game is actually more on the lines of passive income. God, that bass. Hello there, Mr. VIP. Let's get you to the limo and get you to a hospital. God help me with this music. Oh, we got... There we go. Some rock and roll to wake up our VIP. There you go. 3 kilometers? Where am I taking this guy? To hell?
Sorry, where are you taking? 3 kilometers is where you gotta take. Where you gotta take this fucker?
Yeah. I can't even go that fast. Dun, 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 dun. I'm sorry, that is what I'm listening to. You stand by the Western girls. Now, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, I am a semi-classical type of man. I grew up listening to Journey, Foreigner, The Police Live, Boston, the old school band, you know, stuff that actually has some soul. Now, mind you, yep, Disturbed, Slipknot, when I got into my 8, 9, 10-year-old phase and beyond. Corn. The original stuff from Corn. Linkin Park was also very big for me. Rob Zombie was into it, and then I got into right during my later teen years. I got into like contemporary, like Hootie and the Blowfish. You probably won't. You think you're cooler than me. You got designer shades just to hide your face. His old stuff is good. You probably could. You think you're cooler than me. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom. I don't like the VIP limo. That thing is bogus. I'm around like you're cooler than me. Hey yo, remember my name, man. Because you think you're cooler than me. You're hot brown on your walk. You enough when you pass by. Your steps make that much noise. I got you off again. Everyone's out just you think. I think that you are.
Place is so fake.
If I could write you a song to make you fall in love.
Getting out of hand. Look at what she posted on Snapchat. That was 17 hours ago from today. As I said, I don't know what to do about the whole situation.
So, Chad, for the most part, about 80 and 90% of the time, I stay here at my agency. This is where I end up pulling, a lot of my real life stuff, like changing outfits. As you can see, I have probably about 80 and 90% of all the outfits in the game. I know that there is quite a bit in terms of the Arena War stuff that I don't have. I am a fan of the Valentine's formal stuff. I mean, look at that. That looks like a gangster right there. That looks literally like a mob boss just waiting to strike. Alright. So, chat, you're going to have to give me a couple minutes. I have to go deal with the situation with my daughter. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about the lateness. Oh shit, what up, D? Give me a quick second. I'm jumping back in because it kicked me from the session for being idle too long. I was dealing with my 12-year-old upstairs. Oh no, so normally, and by the way, I'm live streaming, so just so y'all know. But just for the chat to go through this real quick, I'm going to touch base on this. I am not really a fan of talking about emotional statuses or anything like that. You know, I try to keep it plain and simple on here and, you know, just play games and stuff like that. So I don't get political, I don't get religious, anything like that. I don't bring that into my chats normally. My daughter decided to send a Snapchat post 17 hours ago. My oldest daughter, Sammy, took a screenshot of it and came downstairs and showed me. And the post itself was just a picture of her sitting in her room. The caption underneath it, though, so the caption underneath it said, I want to kill myself because all my friends are killing themselves, blah, 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 etc., etc. Yeah. So it's like, I sat there, I walked upstairs, you know, and I kind of sat there in a calm voice. I kind of just stared at her for a minute before I even said anything. And mind you, chat, I don't condone, you know, suicide. If you have real problems, you know, tell somebody, get some help. You know, just talk to somebody. Even if it's just say hi. I try to make that a point while I'm at work, you know, to say hi to everybody and everything like that. Whether they're having a bad day, a good day, it doesn't matter. Because one word from somebody else, even just saying good morning to somebody, can change your entire perspective. I've seen it happen. So, and by the way, I'm in a closed friend session, so if you guys want to join, you can. But no, so, I mean, I have been on the other side of this too, to where I've been in psychiatric institutions before, due to, you know, saying stuff like this, whether it was in person to somebody or over the internet, you know. And I know that real world, you know, sayings like that, some posting online like that, has real world consequences. That's why I say, you know, I tell everybody, you know, hey, make sure, you know, you say hi to somebody. 'Cause you never know if they're on the teetering on the edge. You don't know. You know, just saying good morning to somebody could change their entire perspective for that day and keep them alive, you know, one day longer. It could brighten up their day and make them smile. I mean, you could sit there and joke and say something stupid about yourself and make somebody else laugh. And I do that quite a bit, you know, actually, which is kind of funny. But, yeah, I mean, I'm purple. Get over it, you know? Okay. But yeah, I mean, that's the type of person I am. I always try to, you know, keep 100 with everybody. And, you know, I mean, I have many viewers who watch this kind of stuff, but on a serious note, you know, I don't condone, you know, suicide or anything like that. Now, the only exception I would have to that rule, if you are a cancer patient and you are terminal and you are in pain all the time, that would be the only exception to this entire conversation. Because if you're in that much pain and a doctor can help you, like, put you out of your misery and, you know, help you out with that to at least have some peace from the pain. I'm just saying, you know, because my wife's grandmother, she fought cancer 7 times, won all 7, put that bad boy right back in remission every time. She was born in the early 30s, you know, absolutely just wonderful woman to be around. Didn't really say much, just an absolute wonderful woman to be around. She would get up in the morning at about 5 o'clock in the morning every morning, and she would do 2 or 3 loads of laundry, go outside, grab the newspaper in the morning, and she would come in, make herself a pot of coffee, sit there, grab her first cup, sit at the table, drink her coffee while she was reading the morning paper, and then she would end up making breakfast for everybody in the house. This happened every morning, like clockwork. So, going from that, the 8th time she got it, it took her because she was doing the chemo, and it was so bad with the chemo and radiation that time around that she ended up not taking care of her diabetes. Now, mind you, she was diabetic too, so imagine this, being diabetic and, you know, cancer in your bones, cancer in your lymph nodes, you know, and she was born in the 30s. She's not no young spring chicken. But, so one day her sugars got so low while I was at work, my wife calls me and she's like, hey, Grams hadn't woken up yet. And, you know, we tried calling for her a couple of times. I'm like, okay, well, I'm just about done work. I'll be home in like 10, 15 minutes. So I got home. I went back in the bedroom to check on her. And her breathing was like really rapid but shallow. So I couldn't get her to wake up even after shaking her, you know, and trying to like honestly pick her up and put her into a sitting position with the pillows behind her. Couldn't get her to wake up. So we called the paramedics. Paramedics came in, checked her blood sugar because, you know, I told them that she was diabetic. Her blood sugar was in the teens. Mm-hmm. So they took her to the hospital and she was literally in a coma, a diabetic coma, for about 2 weeks. And then the doctor finally sat there and pulled the plug because there was no way she was waking up. So, I think my wife just got home from work too. Mm. Now, what is that near me? Ah. Mm. Crack the mothers and their babies. Crazy. Test tube baby.
I can't bring it right now, but...
That's not bad. The Bestia GTS. It actually looks kind of like an old school Corvette, but the back end is a hatchback. Which is weird. It's not common. I will say that. I will not touch a Stinger TT again. Alright. How much is Zeno for? Have you have you played around with the Banshee GTS? Yeah. So if you remember the original Banshee, this one honestly looks almost exactly the same, except I think the front end is a slight bit longer and the back end is more rounded. So remember correctly, the Banshee looked like the real life, like the Corvette with the long front end. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, no, I completely understand that. My scuff controller, I gotta send it in to get it redone. 'Cause for some odd reason, I have stick drift in the left side controller to where it's full opposite. All right, man. Always. Alrighty, we're doing pretty well so far on the goods. 257,000 is always a fun bit. Cargo and shipments. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I actually sit down and really make my money at. So, normally on a daily basis, when I come into the game, I will do the auto shop for the rides. And all I do with that is literally I just modify the rides, bring them back to the owner, get the money for that. Then also I come and do a assassination, a payphone hit through Franklin. Normally I end up calling and asking him to set one up. And then I do that, try to do the bonus for it, just get that extra little bit for the bonus. And then after that, you have your thing for your clubhouse. You have the bunker, the excess ammo that's been loaded onto a truck that you can take back to an ammunition and sell it for. And pretty much, that's what I do on a daily basis. I don't really spend too much in money anyway, so for the most part, I'm on the up and up when it comes to how much money I spend versus how much money I make. I always make a profit. So, that is why I have not had to do a heist in God knows how long. I haven't had to worry about it, so. Yes, D is also here, aka Mr. the Charrier, aka Mr. Bumrush. We all know you Bumrush the bum.
It took me 2 hours to start the car enough to where it wouldn't stop and go and censor the fuck up and scare the shit out of me, but I'm home.
Hi.
No, the sensors were frozen, so the screen wouldn't work, Bluetooth wouldn't work, phone wouldn't work, brakes wouldn't work, nothing works on that car if those sensors
Can I?
are
No,
frozen.
this is mine. I'm like kind of hesitant on mine.
Oh yeah, she lost on probably again. Uh-oh.
Pretty much close to this was going to work out.
Yeah, I need to get a hold of a different therapist. If Bridget wants to be unprofessional, that's fucking fine, but
I'm stealing them off it. Oh no, he had to give her the fucking reality check of it.
I'm gonna see yet if you have one. And
I do not.
I'm still soaked from trying to dig myself out of someone's driveway.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, I slipped and busted my shit today.
You wanna go get me a pack of smokes? I'm not driving. I swear to God, I'm not.
No, I'm not going anywhere.
It took us almost from 1:32 to get home till like 2.
It almost
Because
took
the
us
roads
30
weren't.
minutes to get home.
The roads weren't done. So I ain't going. We ain't going. No.
They still aren't done. I haven't even seen a plow coming in on the main road.
They said they won't come until it stops snowing.
Well, then we're stuck for the next day or two. Fuck that shit.
It actually looks like a sweet car. An STR. Nice little Porsche. Alrighty, man. Okay. Well, I will be here. I am off tomorrow, so. Later.